The prevention and punishment of incitement to genocide has been ordered by the International Court of Justice in relation to Israel. Greetings to everyone. In today's video, we will be discussing the recent ruling from the International Court of Justice, which has issued orders to Israel regarding the prevention and punishment of incitement to genocide. The court has specifically called on Israel to take all necessary measures to prevent any potential acts of genocide in the Gaza Strip, as well as to ensure access for humanitarian aid. This verdict has been met with approval by South Africa, who brought the case to the court's attention. Without any delay, let us begin our discussion by acknowledging the verdict from the International Court of Justice, which urges Israel to take all necessary measures to avert any potential occurrence of genocide in the Gaza Strip. Additionally, the court calls for Israel to grant access for humanitarian aid. This ruling has been positively received by South Africa, the country that brought this issue to the attention of the court. The International Court of Justice, located in The Hague, stated on Friday that Israel has a responsibility to take all necessary actions to prevent any actions that fall under the Genocide Convention. This includes implementing measures to prevent and penalize any instances of direct and public incitement to commit genocide. Despite this, the International Court of Justice made no reference to a cessation of hostilities. Currently, the court has not made any progress in determining whether Israel is indeed engaging in acts of genocide. Instead, it focused on addressing immediate emergency measures before delving into a thorough examination of the case, a procedure that may span several years. Additionally, the legally binding and conclusive rulings of the court, which resolves conflicts between nations, lack any mechanisms for enforcement. A prime illustration of this is when the court issued an order for Russia to cease its invasion of Ukraine, which unfortunately went unheeded. The International Court of Justice has made a ruling that requires Israel to promptly implement measures that will allow for the urgent provision of essential services and humanitarian aid to address the challenging living conditions experienced by Palestinians. In response to this ruling, South Africa has expressed its approval, hailing it as a significant triumph for the principles of international law and a crucial milestone in the pursuit of justice for the Palestinian population. According to the press release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the court's determination that Israel's actions in Gaza could be considered genocidal and the subsequent provisional measures were acknowledged and appreciated by the ministry, who expressed gratitude for the swift decision. The initiation of the process by Pretoria was based on the belief that Israel is in violation of the United Nations Convention on Genocide of 1948, which was established in response to the atrocities of the Second World War and the Holocaust. Spain, known for its critical stance towards Israel throughout the conflict with Hamas, expressed support for the decision made by the International Court of Justice and urged both parties to adhere to the interim measures imposed. In response to the accusations of genocide in Gaza brought forth by South Africa, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu denounced them as scandalous following the ruling of the International Court of Justice. He further asserted that the attempt to deny Israel its fundamental right to self-defense is a clear act of discrimination against the Jewish state, which has been rightfully rejected. The affair ignited intense sentiments within Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu had already expressed his disbelief, stating, "It's as if everything has been flipped on its head." Israeli lawyer Tal Becker, speaking at the International Court of Justice, argued, if any actions can be deemed genocidal, they were committed against Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu has already made it clear that he would not consider himself bound by a court directive. He confidently declared, "We will not be deterred by The Hague, the axis of evil, or any other entity." On Thursday, Hamas made a commitment to honor a ceasefire if it were to be mandated by the International Court of Justice, with the condition that Israel also abides by the same terms. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.